Alright guys, welcome back to Frugal Homestead. So today, as you can see, it's a little different kind of video. We're just going to sit here at the base of our front porch and talk to you guys about what we've kind of been doing lately to make our health and our lifestyle a little better. If you interact with any of the groups on Facebook about homesteading stuff, you'll hear a lot of talk about people's diets and things they're doing. I think it's a healthy discussion to have. We both made some changes, some serious changes the first of the year to our diets and our lifestyle, really. We find that diet is more of a term for a short-term solution. What we're doing now, we are calling a lifestyle change, nutritional lifestyle change. We've done about every diet you can think of, honestly, long-term too. We did keto for a long time. We did carnivore diet for a long time. I mean, we did a lot of things, and it would work for a short period of time, then there'd be that bounce back, and it just never seemed to work out right. So finally we broke down and started to make serious changes in how we were cooking and make changes into how we were taking in foods, because all the diets were ways to get around the food intake that we wanted to have.
And at the time, each one of them did well.
Yeah.
I mean, the carnivore diet, we lost quite a bit of weight. The keto diet, we lost quite a bit of weight. But in the end, it wasn't a maintainable thing long term.
And it also caused terrible bounce back. The first year, I was the heaviest I've ever been in my life at the first of the year. It was 271 pounds. So it was hard, you know. It was like you're running a rubber band. And we decided that we were just done. So we started counting calories. Now, I know it sounds like a pain. I know you're like, oh, how do you do that? The technology, the apps that are out there now, you can literally scan food packages and it does it for you. It is so crazy. The technology now is so simple. There's no more looking stuff up.
There's no keeping a tablet. There's no food journal. I mean, I guess in a way it's a food journal, but you've got the app and you're scanning it. Or if we do a recipe, we can copy the recipe from one person's phone to the next person's phone.
It's
so
really
easy.
It's come a long way. It really has. And there's like I can type in there the brand of protein powder and it'll pop up. I mean, come on guys. I mean, literally that much is in there. It's crazy. So if you've seen any of our other videos, you've seen we've changed our lifestyle also to how we eat things. I mean, we still carry things over from other diets we've learned. We've learned that lots of potatoes, bad idea. We've learned that lots of pastas, bad idea. You know what I mean? We keep those complex carbs kind of to the back and limit them, because they also come with a lot of calories. So counting calories, you gotta pay attention. Now, anybody tells you that it's more expensive to eat healthy doesn't know what they're doing. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Because
if you're cooking at home, you should be able to eat healthy at the same price or cheaper than the other things.
Yeah, because literally meat has a ton of calories in it, and meat is the most expensive part of your meals. Okay? We did the carnivore diet, and even buying it in bulk through a butcher, buying a half a cow at a time, I alone was eating $100 a week. All right, so the price of meat is real. And I kind of learned a lot in my cooking from watching other countries, because if you go to Japan, they have this huge bowl of rice with a couple ounces of meat in it. And I thought, how do these people stay skinny? I've learned there's very few calories in the rice if you do it right. And, you know, if you add vegetables in, you're saving calories there too. Use a little bit of meat. Now, to put it in perspective, if you follow us on social media, you'll see our plates. I mean, just huge heaping plates of like a homemade taco salad or, you know, a bed of vegetables with meat on top. And you'll see these huge overflowing plates, and they'll be like 300 or 400 calories. And you go out and you go buy a Whopper, and it's 600 calories for a plain Whopper, just for the burger. That should tell you the number difference there. So through these changes, let's talk real numbers, real deal numbers, because that's what everybody wants to know. And at the end of this video, I'll put in a bunch of pictures of my weight loss. My wife is kind of going to do her own thing long term. If she decides to do pictures, that's her choice. But she's going to update you where she's at. So since the first of the year, which is how many days ago?
109 days.
So in 109 days, I went from 271 to 220.6, which is 50 some pounds, 50 point something pounds. Okay, honey, what are your numbers?
So
you don't have to tell us what the weight was.
I know. So my total weight loss so far has been 21 pounds, just over 21 pounds.
That's awesome.
In the same amount of time.
Yep. So 100 and I keep missing
109 days.
109 days. So let's affectionately call it 3.5 months. Okay, let's just call it that as what it is. Now I will tell you that my weight loss versus her weight loss is strictly determined by women have a harder time losing the weight. Anybody tells you different is lying to you. These ladies have to work to get it off compared to us guys, which a lot of it just kind of comes off. My wife works out probably double what I have to get the weight loss she has. Now, I lost weight too fast. I actually dropped the 40 pounds in 2 months right off the bat. And I have a lot of muscle wasting, guys. I got a lot smaller. I mean, I'm a pretty big guy. At 271, I looked huge. I mean, like big, huge. When you'd stand next to me, I just seemed wide. Now I'm a lot skinnier, a lot leaner, but my chest got a lot smaller, my arms got a lot smaller, and I still have the lower stomach and the, oblique areas and love handles I still really have to work on. I am 42 years old. Those things are to be expected. My journey obviously is not over, but my weight loss is over for the moment. Now I turn and I start working on building my muscle back up. Whereas Missy is going to continue on her weight loss journey. She's going to continue to go down in weight to where she's happy, and then she'll turn and start working on building muscle back up. But she's doing it at a lot smarter rate, and her body will control how fast she can go. As a woman, hormones work different, bodies work different. And to any of you guys that are helping your wives or ladies that are working at it, grind at it. Don't give up. Keep grinding at it, because I'm telling you, you have to work a lot harder and you have to earn it a lot harder. So don't give up. Go at it.
So, what have you found to be one of the biggest myths in so-called dieting and losing weight?
That you can eat whatever you want. Any diet that tells you can eat whatever you want is lying to you. I mean, absolutely lying to you. If you do not offset what goes in to what exports out, be it, your daily workout, or you go to work every day, whatever calories you burn a day just to be alive and moving, if you're not taking in less than that, you're not losing weight, period. I don't care what you say. I have sat down and been able to eat like 10 or 15 hamburger patties on the carnivore diet, and I would lose like 3 or 4 pounds. And everybody's like, how can you eat all that and lose weight? Well, it was burning it differently. But the reality is, 2 days later, I gained it all back. So it's a myth to think you can just eat whatever you want, or you can slather things in butter or anything else. It comes back. It always comes back. This is the first time in my life, and I've been doing this my entire life, trying to keep my weight under control and keep my build in shape, that I can actually turn it on and off like a switch. Like literally, like you're starting a car. Oh, I want to gain weight? Boom, I know exactly what to do. You want to lose weight? Boom, I know exactly what to do. Without being hungry. That's the key. You have to change your thinking completely and look at it as, okay, I can't go out and have 2 ladlefuls of, hamburger helper. That's not going to happen. You're going to go right through your calories like that. I can't go to fast food and order a value meal, because they tell you as long as you eat within your calories, well, that's fine. But if you go eat...
But a value meal can take up almost all of my calories for the entire day.
2 value meals will put her over calories for the day. But yet I can make her soups and taco salad and Chipotle
oatmeal
bowls and oatmeal and protein powder bagels and fill her with food all day long. She's eating all day long continuously in the same calorie count.
So one of my things is don't drink your calories.
Yes. Yes.
So I occasionally do have protein shakes, but it's just on occasion, and that's if I need to use up calories, not as a meal supplement. I never use a shake as a meal supplement. I may get to the end of the night and not have all my calories gone and end up drinking a shake just to try and use up my calories, but I don't use it as a meal supplement.
Nope. And let's talk about the one that gets everybody, because I personally, and I'm gonna throw my kids under the bus, because one of my kids came up and was talking about a grande thing he got at Starbucks, him and his woman.
Oh yeah.
And it was like 800 calories for one drink.
Just for one drink.
I was like,
One
you
coffee.
realize that that's like, at this point in time, 1/3 of my calories for the day. One drink. Then I saw an energy drink that he had in his car that was like 200 calories for a can. All right, and I'm like, that is literally my breakfast, 200 calories. So you can drink your calories up like that. I mean, if you're drinking standardized pop, you know, that's going to burn a lot of calories. Now, let's go through real quick and let's throw some ideas of things we've cut out of our diet that have helped us with weight loss. I know number one is pop.
Regular pop. We do occasionally drink diet pop, but that is a treat, and typically on the weekend, or today we may have some because we just finished a painting job and to celebrate that we're done with the job.
Yeah, we still don't believe in pop, as even diet pop, as a good thing. For it does affect your weight. It does, because we have actually had days where we've drank 2 or 3 of them, and then the next day the weight loss is slowed, almost plateaued. But you got to have some kickback. You got to have some give. You have to be flexible about things. And we only do like the 7-Up or Sprite Zero type clear pops if possible. Every once in a rare while we'll have a cola, because I don't care what anyone says. I have put it to my body in every possible way. Dark pops make you hold water. Whether it's diet, whether it's...
Typically our drinks are water. Sometimes he flavors his, and coffee.
Coffee, yep.
And we can have as much of either one of those as we want.
That's right.
Another thing that we got rid of was potatoes. We rarely eat potatoes. There are times when we do, like if we go out to dinner, we may eat a potato, but generally we don't eat potatoes.
If you find us eating potatoes, you'll find us usually messing with sweet potatoes. We do get some snuck in when we get canned mixed vegetables, because it has potatoes in it, but you guys all know there ain't many potatoes in that anyways. But yeah, as a general census, we don't mess with a lot of potatoes.
But I grew up very meat and potatoes. You had meat and potatoes with every dinner. So that was a big change for me. So we pretty much cut those out.
Sauces. This will blow your mind when you start looking at like ketchup. A standard ketchup has 30 to 60 calories per tablespoon because of all the sugar. There is sugar-free options.
Or we just limit the amount. Like I used to make Chinese food with some General Toast sauce that I got from Kroger's, and I would use almost the whole bottle. But now we actually portion it out, because it's crazy the amount that we were eating in just sauces.
There would be like that bottle she's talking about would have like 180 calories in it just by itself. So now we use small amounts and just drizzle it over the top. Or what we've actually started doing is we found a Kung Pao sauce.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's great, and it's like 10 calories per 2 tablespoons.
You do a 1/4 cup rice, some steamed veggies, 2 or 3 ounces of meat, and put a little bit of that over top of it. Awesome dinner.
And then you've got things like mustard that basically have almost none, if any. You might have 5.
So you can eat as much as you want.
Yeah, hot sauce. Hot sauce is going to be your friend.
You'll
and
see we eat a lot of hot sauce.
we eat a lot of hot sauce for another reason, though. Hot sauce will increase your metabolic rate, which will help you lose weight. That's just a fact. It helps the digestion get going. It kicks things and starts them up, raises your body temperature. When your body temperature raises, your body has to work, and it starts burning calories. Hot sauce is an easy gimme to help you burn more calories.
And I guess my biggest thing is your lifestyle change needs to be a lifestyle change. So we don't intend to do this until we get to our weight goals and then go back to our old habits. We're building this to be a lifestyle that we're going to continue with from here on out.
And be sustainable.
Right. So whenever I do my workouts, I need my workouts to be sustainable workouts. Something that's achievable, that is not 3 hours a day. I have bad knees, so I needed to be able to work with what I am now plus what I will be later, and we're constantly adjusting things.
Yep.
Calories.
Your body adapts very quickly, and the longer you do it and the more weight you lose, the faster it adapts. So the faster you have to make changes, or you'll sit at a plateau. Now that's another thing, especially as a woman. There's things called plateaus. Basically, you hit some weight point, and you know that you're eating right, you know that everything's right, but you're not losing weight. Give it a few days. Don't back off. Hold fast for up to a week. If you don't see changes after a week, make
changes. Do something
changes.
simple. Make some change, like walking a couple thousand more steps, or change up your routine. Work out in the afternoon instead of the mornings. Anything like that. And then typically it will trick your body into starting to lose again.
And when you break a plateau, you'll know. Missy broke one here recently. She held for over a week, and she broke one, and now within the last week after that, she's dropped another 5 pounds. So hold fast and don't give up. Now, that said, I'm going to just touch on this, and that's meal prep. Doing this and making it substantial long term, you got to plan. You got to think. It's about like anything you want to succeed at in life. The more you plan and get it set up and make it easy for yourself, the more you're going to follow it and do it. So we do a lot of meal prepping. We cook once or twice a week. We'll cook up 10 versions of something, you know what I mean? And then I take it through the week and I'll put it into other things. Like we take and got these healthy pitas we mess with, and we'll cut them in half and stuff the meal prep in each half of that. Or you just take the meal prep as lunch. But learn more about meal prepping, learn more about having it on demand, and you'll be surprised because it's all weighed out, it's ready to go, you know how many calories, you can log it real quick, and you can go on with life.
And if you have something in the fridge that's already there, that's healthy, chances are if you really want to stick with it, you're going to grab that before you're going to grab something else. But if it's not there, and it's not easy to grab, then you're going to grab whatever is in there.
And also, when you're shopping, think about everything in the form factor of thin sliced. All right, you can still we have protein bagel recipe you can look up. You get some thin sliced meat and put on it. You'd be surprised. Now, don't put half a pack on there. Put a couple slices on there and some thin sliced cheese.
You can still have it.
And you can still have it. Now, the last key, and what I think is most important, is the workout side of it. Because you can set your calories down to where you don't work out at all. You just have cut your calories enough that you're going to lose weight just being alive. But that's a hard cut. We like to set ours at working out what we call 3 times a week. Now, when they say working out, they mean high endurance, 1 hour each workouts. Most of you, if you work outside in the homestead like us, or we also go a lot of backpacking and hiking, you're going to get that your 3 times a week. But you're going to need to keep adding or keep adapting. Now, Missy was working out before she even started. She works out about, it varies, but it's about 25 to 45 minutes every six days a week.
6 days a week.
All right? And that's why I say she has to work out a lot harder than me to lose weight. But on top of that, we've been trying to do 10,000 steps a day. Now, if you turn on a free pedometer app on your phone, stick it in your pocket and go about your day,
especially on a homestead, you'll be amazed how many.
You'll probably get a good portion of those. Obviously, with everything shut down, Missy working from home because of, health things going on in the world right now, we've been taking a lot of walks. Or when I push mow the yard, I can get like 3/4 of them push mowing this little, 2-acre section of the 25 acres. But getting 10K steps a day will ignite weight loss, I promise you. And if you already get that, push it a little more. Even if it's raining out, we have a cinder block in the house, and I'll set it in front of the TV, turn that pedometer on, and step up and down with each leg leading for 10 minutes on each leg, which makes a total of 20 minutes, and usually pushes me over about 1,000 or 2,000 steps. just doing that, and that will set your system in motion to burn long term, especially if you do it night before bed. You'll go to sleep burning calories. So we just wanted to touch base on how we're doing it. We're not saying it's the right way or it's better than any other way. We're just saying what we've tried, what's worked, what hasn't, why it hasn't worked. And it just comes down to like anything in life. Being prepared and having things in place to help you follow through with what you're doing long term will yield the best results. It's like anything in the world. It's like saving money. It's like raising kids. It's like going out and getting stuff done in the garden. What you reap today, you get to sow out. Sowing today, you reap the benefits tomorrow. And I want to be around to see my granddaughter grow up. I want to be around to spend as much time as possible with my wife. And every year I make a major change. I quit smoking 3 New Years ago. I quit vaping last New Year's. This latest New Year's, we started this really getting serious about our health and wanting to lose a bunch of weight and get healthier. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm looking forward to what next year's goal is, because I don't fail when it comes to New Year's goals anymore. I won't allow myself. And I hope you all are out there staying healthy and staying safe in this very odd time in the world.
No kidding.
And I hear a lot of jokes and memes about how fat we're going to be when we come off quarantine. I think we're probably going to be more beach body shape than we started.
I've done great. I think I started working at home March 23rd. So it hasn't even been a month and I've lost almost 8 pounds.
Yeah. And if you guys need recipes that are healthier, go check our channel. We've got some that aren't so healthy.
That's true.
We still have recipes that if you are wanting the country basics, we do have them. But we've got a lot of healthy ones too. I mean, just some options would be like our protein waffles, our protein powder based bagels. Everybody's always looking for a low calorie, low carb solution to bread. Everybody's always looking for that.
Those bagels are amazing.
Those bagels will do the trick, trust me.
And the donuts.
And the donuts. Yes, our protein donuts are the bomb. And they're all baked, so no frying, no pain.
Okay, so you can go on forever, so I think you've kept them long enough.
That's true. So, update done. You guys now know what we're going to do. We'll probably come back in 6 months and give another update, but you should be able to see it alone on video.
That way you can see that we've maintained what we said we were going to do.
And
that helps to hold us accountable.
Yes, and we hear from people all the time. We have another channel, a backpacking hiking channel, and a lot of people that are close to us on social media, they're already mentioning how smaller our faces look and how smaller we look in general. So we appreciate you joining us and listening to us ramble. This is just us kind of bringing you into our home and our lifestyle and seeing how we're making changes. And this all adapts in. You'll see it in what we're growing in the garden this year. You'll see it in how we prepare meals. I mean, it's all going to be right there for you to see. We're not hiding anything.
So, if you have watched the whole video and you've made it to the end, we definitely appreciate it. And make for sure in the comments below you give a shout out to my wonderful hubby here who met his goal of 50 pounds today.
Yep.
Awesome job, honey. I love you.
I love you, and you're well on your way, even though she makes a new goal every other day. But I'm with her to the end, and I'll support her in it. And we appreciate you guys being here and supporting us. And I think that we'll see them next time here at the Frugal Homestead.
Bye.